Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled among serene mountains, there was a Zen monastery where Master Ryokan taught his disciples the art of mindfulness and inner peace. Among the disciples was a young man named Kaito, known for his kind heart and eagerness to help others. However, Kaito had one flaw. He could never say no. Kaito would often be burdened with tasks, whether it was helping villagers, completing chores for fellow disciples, or taking on additional duties at the monastery. Though his intentions were good, his days became exhausting, and his mind was restless. One day, Kaito approached Master Ryokan, looking weary. "Master," he said, "I feel overwhelmed. No matter how hard I try, I cannot find peace." The master smiled knowingly and said, "Meet me at the riverside at dawn tomorrow." Curious, Kaito arrived at the riverside the next morning. The master handed him a large basket and said, "Fill this basket with water from the river and bring it back to me." Kaito was puzzled but obeyed. He dipped the basket into the river, but the water leaked out before he could take even a few steps. Again and again he tried, but each time the basket was empty by the time he reached the shore. After hours of futile effort, Kaito slumped down in frustration. "Master, this task is impossible." Ryokan nodded. "Indeed it is. Yet you persisted because I asked you to. Why didn't you say no?" Kaito hesitated. "But master, you are my teacher. How could I refuse you?" The master placed a hand on Kaito's shoulder and said, "Kaito, just as this basket cannot hold water, you cannot carry everyone's burdens. Saying yes to everything will leave you drained and empty. Sometimes, saying no is not an act of selfishness, but of wisdom. It allows you to protect your energy and focus on what truly matters." Kaito listened intently as the master continued, "A Zen mind is like a garden. If you let everyone plant seeds of their choosing, your garden will become overrun with weeds. But if you choose wisely, your garden will flourish with beauty and purpose. Saying no is the act of tending to your garden." From that day forward, Kaito began practicing the art of discernment. He learned to evaluate requests and say no when necessary, always with kindness and respect. Gradually, he found balance in his life and inner peace in his heart. Master Ryokan's words echoed in his mind. To say no with courage is to say yes to your well-being. The lesson stayed with Kaito for the rest of his life, and he became known as a wise and compassionate man who carried himself with strength and clarity. And so, the teaching of the Zen master continued to ripple through the village, reminding all that the power of saying no is a gift to oneself and others.